Let's see if Nicole Nicole, click on that link I just sent you. Is it working? There's 10 people here. How are y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Did it still only let you there? Hey. Oh, okay, everybody go to the other live. This will be the third one I've created. Actually, it'd be like the sixth, but don't tell anybody. Go over here to where me and Nicole are. I'm going to close this live out. Y'all, please go over there. So I went to repost your video. I went to like copy and paste it down to the chats in the bottom, and it took me to your channel and kicked me off the live. And
Oh,
then I joined back in the live, and it kicked. Yes, Grandma, you're back. It kicked me totally out. Like I closed the chat. I don't know how I did it. But I'm going to leave it just like this. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm going to sit here and quietly pause and wait for y'all to respond. I'm not going to bully about, trying to touch anything or share any links. My hands are right here.
and technology can be fickle. It don't
Oh,
take much.
no. And I tell you, if anybody can mess it up, it's me.
It's funny because, like, I remember, well, because I'm a millennial, so like I kind of grew up with like the rapid changing technology, and like I used to always have to like set my program my grandparents' VCR to record their soap operas, and just always things like that. And then
Uh
I've
huh.
gotten to the point now where like I go to try to watch TV, and there's just so many apps on there, and like my kids have to do it, and it's like, what is happening? This used to be me. That was like the tables have turned, and like they're
Hmm.
just like, you're old. I'm like, oh my gosh.
And
I
the
guess so.
kids, they learn it so fast.
They
I
do.
mean, it's very, very fast.
Which they've had because I remember like smartphones came out pretty much like right as they were being born, and
Uh-huh.
they would watch like little YouTube videos on it, and like they pretty much came out of the womb like knowing how to finagle those things,
Exactly.
and so they can just do it real good.
So who all's in this group? My hands are here. I'm not touching anything. There's four people. Me and Nicole make two, so there's two people. And Grandma, now there's three. Grandma, who else is in here? Not gonna touch nothing. Hey Dave, how are ya?
Well, it's nice people are making their way back.
I know, right?
Oh,
I gotta show everybody what I got in the mail today.
you do. You got to whip that out.
I know. I posted a short on it, which I know you've seen it, but I was like, oh my gosh. And everybody thought it was real. They really thought
That's
it was real. They were like, congratulations.
that's
I'm
why I
like,
did the winky face. I was like, manifest it. I feel like if there is ever a way to manifest it into existence, that is it. You stepped into it. You felt the emotions, the feelings. Like that's how you bring it into your reality. That's how you manifest
right?
it.
I mean, it might take me to the year 2030 to get there, but by George, I'm going to get there.
You'll get there.
Dave, you seen it too? Cooking Conversations. She didn't see it, but I want her to come on my YouTube. I want her to be here. I got it in my package right here. Oh, look how I messed up on the address. I put the zip code and I put California.
Oh. Where
Oh.
did you get that? You said did you make it?
Yeah, I went to Hobby Lobby, and
Okay.
this I got this little poster.
Oh.
It's like wood. It's real wood. And then this is a 99 cents piece of construction paper. And then my husband cut a triangle out. So we spray painted this the gray. then the silver, then we spray painted that, and then I've got some lettering.
Yeah. But you know, the way you did the video, and I guess like, did you have like a ring light or something against it? Like when you
Mm-mm.
put it up close to the screen, there was a glare on it, so you couldn't see. Like it looked legit. It really did
Yes,
look legit. You couldn't see all those details. So
right. That's okay because I'm supposed to be sitting on the couch over here. I have me a little thing on my above my couch, and I'm going to put this up beside of it.
that's manifesting. That's how you do it. And then when you get the real one, you can put it right next to it.
That's right. I'm gonna say YouTube versus April.
Oh,
But
I
yeah,
I feel like okay, like I have had several YouTube channels. Like I had one back. I think I started in like 2018, and I'm really bad about like I'll start them and then I'll stop them, and then like and that was like the mom channel and stuff, which I ended up nixing that because like I didn't want to have my kids on there and
hmm
everything, so I just kind of like wiped it away. And then I have also two. I have one channel that I made a long time ago that was more like a deep dive commentary channel, and then it kind of fell on the wayside. And then last year I decided I was going to do one more go at doing my like deep dive conspiracy theory channel, but like I just do not have the time. Like it's like this type of content is my real life, and it's I can very easily integrate it, you know, like I can film the
hmm
content as I'm doing it, and it kind of keeps me motivated to continue to do it, you know? It's like no one likes cleaning, and cooking can become such a chore, but I really enjoy making content and editing. Like editing is really fun for me, so like it's kind of a way to make it fun, and like I'm creative and like I like making content, so like that's more manageable. So I decided to just go ahead and like make a new channel like this because I can't do the I mean, I guess if a perfect world to where I had time to devote to it, it would be fun to
uh-huh.
make those videos, but like it's just not feasible. But I feel like doing I feel like that I can actually monetize this and make it to where I could at least make enough money. Like maybe, I don't know. I don't see myself blowing up to like a crazy level to where it really could
Yeah,
like fuel my lifestyle or anything. Like, but I do think that with like, uh, what is it? Like links, affiliate links
yeah,
and stuff like that, and like AdSense. I think it's possible, and I can kind of feel it. Like, I feel like this is the time. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
I feel like I've done it enough that I have a grasp on it. That like, if I just commit myself and stop quitting, because I get so close, and then I like pump the brakes.
hmm
And maybe that's self-sabotage. There's probably a lot of things I could unpack there on, like, why I do that, but I feel like I can do it this time, so I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah.
But
Grandma says she. Yes, Dave. That is marketing. Raina, is that how you say your name? Hello. Grandma says she never edits. What you see is what it is. I edit the part that I don't talk in. It's because if I stop talking, that means I'm really concentrating on what I'm doing. I've read a recipe 50 million times, and I still mess it up whenever I'm like, now I knew better. But it's okay. It is what it is with me. I mean, I am by far perfect, um, but yeah, I'm hoping that in 2 years, because I just turned 47, so I'm hoping in the time it takes me to finish this travel assignment, my goal of being here 2 years, I can retire and do just YouTube, to supplement my income of what I was making working at the doctor's office. But we shall see, because I don't even make enough to buy groceries of what I'm. It's so hard. It is so, so
it's
hard.
yeah, like, that's see, that's a thing that I was really going to, like, focus on my channel was, like, okay, um like, I guess kinda like prepping and whatnot, and, like, trying to build my pantry because there is a little bit of a prepper in me. I try not to get all doomsday and stuff, but, like,
Mhm.
my aunt has always been like, you should prep, like, make sure you have food," and she's kinda, like, brainwashed me a little bit, but then I'm really into astrology, and, if you look historically of the things that have okay, so in astrology, if you're into it, I know some people think it's wooey. Like you have like, your sun sign is like I'm born April 8th. My sun sign is an Aries, but like your chart is like so much more. Like really, your sun sign is kind of how you appear to people, but your rising sign, which is whatever sign your first house is kind of like what you really are. So I'm a Taurus rising. And then you have like all these other planets. So, like, Mercury is how you communicate, Venus is how you love, Mars is kind of like if you're angry, like how you kind of present that. Jupiter is kind of how luck and wealth come into your life.
Oh,
And
do talk to me about that one.
and, okay, and so Saturn is kind of like your karmic lessons, or like if when you have a tough time, like your Saturn return usually happens around like 29-30, and usually people kind of have a rough time around there, and that's your Saturn return. Saturn is like the big daddy of the zodiac, and it comes to teach you a lesson. And if you learn the lesson and do it right, you usually get rewarded. If not, it'll get you the next time it comes around. But then
When's the
once you
next
get,
time it comes around? I think I missed mine.
it would be another about 30 years, I guess, like 29 years. So, but I didn't know this. I didn't know about astrology really until like 2023 was when it all kind of fell into my lap and I started understanding. So I went through my Saturn return and did not know it. I like got out of an abusive marriage, and I'm really bad. The Taurus rising in me, I'm very slow moving, I'm very stubborn. I will get stuck where I am, and I'm like, I'm fine, I'm comfortable, I'm going to stay here. And then the universe, God, whatever, will be like, no, like we're moving now, like you can't do this. So like I
Right.
basically got forced into where I had to leave. I had to move back home with my children. I had to get a divorce, which was for the betterment of my life, but I wasn't going to make that decision on my own because that was scary. Being a single mom was like terrifying. Like I'd rather stay in this horrible situation than like raise kids by
Right.
myself. So that was my Saturn return. But once you get out to the outer planets, Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto, they are very slow moving and they take a long time to move through the zodiac. So, like, Pluto takes about 20 years to move through an entire sign. And so, these planets more so affect society, not
Mhm.
really our personal aspects. So, this is what's really interesting. Pluto is just moved into the sign of Aquarius. The
Oh, that's
last
me. I'm an Aquarius. Okay, talk to me, baby. Talk to me.
Well, this is what's crazy about that. The last time that Pluto was in the sign of Aquarius was when America like did the Revolutionary War. Like people were like, no taxation without representation. Like we don't like this. We're done with
Uh,
this. We're gonna revolt. And then like no matter what side you're on, if you just kind of like stop and look at like the grand world stage, especially like in America, like everything that's kind of happening in the government, that is very Pluto and Aquarius themes. People are getting angry. The government is changing very rapidly, and that is Pluto and Aquarius. And then March 30th, we have Neptune, which is kind of like it it more represents like spirituality and religion and things like that,
mhm.
and it is moving into the sign of Aries. Now the last time it was in the sign of Aries was the mid 1800s during the Civil War. So another time of war, and also like North and South were against each other. Again, if you kind of look at society, the way everything is going politically, it's very left versus right. There's a lot of people that just don't like each other right now, and there's a lot of like the same energy, I guess. And then also with the sign of Aries during that time period, we also had a really big movement of people getting into like the occult things, and like mediums saying that they could speak to the dead, whether they could or not. They were going around telling people that they could speak to the dead. And so we have maybe some weird themes that can kind of will correlate with that. Like, I don't know. Are you guys aware of, like, remember the drones that were being seen in New Jersey? Have you heard about people talking about the orbs as well?
Uh-uh.
Okay, so the drones was like a big thing, but people are also, I've seen it on TikTok, like people on lives, they'll see these things in the skies that move around like a UFO, but they're saying that they're plasma, but they change. This is what's crazy is they will talk to them and like ask them to change colors and they change colors. Or they'll get really big or really small. And so, whatever these things are, aliens, UFOs, plasma, I don't know, it's giving Neptune and Aries. Like whatever is happening with that is a little weird. And I feel like that kind of is the same type of theme of what we experienced the last time. And then July 7th, Uranus moves into Gemini. And the last time that Uranus was in Gemini was World War II. So
Mm.
again, so all I'm saying is that all these outer planets, the last time they were in these signs were all times of massive change and war, and it's all happening this year. So I just think maybe we should have extra water and extra food on hand because I don't know what's going to happen, and it's kind of
I hear
scary.
you. Yes.
Oh, so yeah,
Start
I'm
piling the
trying.
canned food in the house.
Yes, I mean it sounds crazy, especially when you're like it's the stars, but like just looking back at history, it's really weird that the themes are very similar. And I just think that maybe I should focus on, like, prepping content, which I kinda have been, like, I'll do, like, my, pantry stock up hauls, like, I've been, like, trying to shop deals and, like, I don't know, fill up my freezer with, like, meat that I find, I don't know. That's kind of the content rabbit hole I'm ending up in, I think.
Yeah. I remember whenever they said from when it went from 1999 to year 2000 how everything, excuse me, all the computers and stuff were going to shut down. And I remember every time Food Line would have a sale on their canned vegetables oh, for a dollar, I bought a whole 12 pack. I had so many canned vegetables. It took us years to go through them and nothing happened. But it's
Yeah,
like whenever you're least expecting it, that's when it's going to happen. So you're
mhm.
right. Maybe we should take heed and start preparing ourselves for war.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if war is gonna happen. I feel like that's extreme, and I don't want to like fear monger people. And I'm trying not to be afraid at all, but like, I just think I want to make sure that I have enough. But I remember the Y2K thing. Like, I had
Uh-huh.
a friend, her mom stocked up on a bunch of apple juice, and they had apple juice for years after. Why they chose apple juice, I don't know, but
Well, they
it was
knew they were going to go to the bathroom.
you know, I was on Reddit and I was like reading a thing because people were like that was a big joke, like people were afraid that the world was going to end. But apparently, the night of what I guess what it was that when the computers went from 99 to 2000, they weren't going to understand that it wasn't 1900. And apparently, they did have a bunch of tech guys like on standby doing tech stuff all
Yeah,
night. So,
just to
like,
make sure it could read the double zeros.
yeah, and I guess if they hadn't done that, maybe whatever was gonna happen was gonna happen. Like, they prevented it because they had the tech smart guys there, but everyone thought they were just ridiculous and overreacting, but I think they just prevented it because they had tech bros
Yeah.
fixing it.
Well, it's truly amazing. It really is.
Let's see, I haven't been paying attention to the comments. Let's see.
Um, I'll touch my phone. Somebody said happy early birthday to you. And grandma was talking about she needs Jupiter and she always has extra. B Stallion, hope your water has gone down. Oh, I don't know. I wanted to go check the water today, but I didn't. I'll probably go check it tomorrow and do a video on it. Um, there's another place called Cynthia's. It's kind of like highfalutin. I really want to go try to eat there. So I'm thinking I want to do Cynthia's, but I'm just not too terribly sure yet. I have to look at the menu. I do want to go. When I went to Stella's that Saturday, they had a brunch menu. Oh yeah, me too, Grandma. Vicky sent me video like through text message of the mudslide that was coming down, and I felt so sorry for her. They kept losing power. It was awful, and I think it's supposed to rain here on Wednesday, and then we got all the snow that's melting. So they're talking about the water cresting sometime this week, but I don't know, being that we're supposed to get more rain, and that it's the Ohio River, not Kentucky River, that I thought.
That's crazy though. Like, and then I saw Brittany from Brittany and the Bard. They were having a lot of flooding in, I think, McDowell County, West Virginia. Like,
Oh wow.
there was flooding there. And then I don't know anyone in Detroit, but I saw that a water main in Detroit flooded the streets. Like, it broke and flooded the streets, and then it froze. So
Oh
like
wow.
the whole street, the cars were like halfway in ice, and their basements had ice in it. Like crazy
Ooh.
stuff is just happening everywhere. It's
Yeah, my
nuts.
friend that I work with, she's also a traveler, Kelly. Her car, they totaled her car. She said that there was water in her middle console, like water was up past the steering wheel and stuff from where that lake over there, or I guess it's a river, not a lake, flooded. I can't remember, but it's terrible.
Well, I saw some of your videos. There were some cars in the
Hmm.
water.
Yeah, that was her car
That
was
was
one
it.
of those. Yeah,
That's awful.
it is. I mean, could you imagine? And is her insurance going to cover that for her? I don't know. It's
Yeah, I
just
don't know
terrible.
how car insurance works. I know housing, like what you have to have, like flood insurance, and
Hmm.
you know, it's just crazy times. Like,
It
this has
is.
been a weird weather year for sure too. It seems like we never get snow. I think since the 6 years I've lived here, we've gotten like two snowstorms, and like we have not had a lot of big snows, but we've had a lot of like little snows, and it's like really weird because we don't ever get any snow. And then there's all this flooding, and like all like in Asheville, like the hurricane. That was so weird that
Yeah.
like of all the places, that's where it got flooded. Like you would have thought that would have been like in Florida. Well, Florida did get some, but Asheville just seems so random.
Right. All the water coming down from the mountains as well. So yeah.
Mhm. That's crazy.
So
But I hope she's
what's
okay.
your week looking like, as far as how often do you post videos?
Um, well, I was telling you this the other day how like I don't have a schedule. Like I had just my goal was like when I came back in January, like I was like I'm gonna just try to pump out as much as possible, and so that's kind of what I've been doing. I've just
Hmm.
been like as soon as I get it ready to go, I get it up and like scheduled at least for the next day. So I don't have a schedule at all.
Yeah.
I gotta try to make that cake tonight, and then that'll go up, and then I don't know really what else. I have a couple videos that I need to edit. I have all the footage there, but that's another
What do
thing.
you use to edit?
I use Filmora Wondershare. I bought it back in 2018. It's probably a lot more now because that was like so long ago, but I bought it in
Yeah.
2018, and I think I paid like $65 for it, and it just keeps updating and it keeps getting more improved every year. So like, I don't know. I guess I'm just grandfathered in because like I bought the lifetime
Right.
license so long ago,
Yes.
but
I
it's
I use
nice.
iMovie, and I don't know how to work it. I only know how to edit from my phone. I don't know how to I can't figure out how to edit from my tablet. I can't figure out how to edit from my laptop. So, and then I was watching Dante London, like he has really blown up on YouTube, and he just bought the DJI 3 camera, and I was like, the Osmos 3. I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to have that. But I paid $900 for my camera. It's a Sony ZV-1, and I don't know how to work it.
Have you watched any tutorials on it?
Yeah. Hey Laura, how are you? Yes, I have. And it's downloading it from the SD card onto my tablet and trying to figure out where it's going into a file. I don't understand the file. And then I have to edit on my tablet, and I don't know how to edit on my movie through my tablet.
Yeah, I've never really used iMovie. I've never been able to edit on my phone. I've always been like the laptop girly. So I don't know. So like when you film it on your camera, is it like a little flash drive or do you hook the camera up like through a USB to the computer?
I put it on an SD card.
And then do you put the SD card in the computer?
I put it in this little plugger upper that goes into my tablet that has the little thing, and I just put the SD card in there and I download it to that. And then I drop it into iMovie and then I'm lost.
Um, well, that's weird. The only thing Well, because I could think you could change the file format. Like there's like MP4 and then there's like, I guess, WAV.
Mhm.
MP4 is what I usually end up with. I don't know. That's just kind of how it comes off the phone because I film on my phone.
Yeah, I do too.
So.
I went and bought the iPhone 15 just for filming because the 15 Pro Max with a terabyte. And I was like, that way I can keep my footage. Well, it just recently told me that I did not have enough to continue to do my videos. I
That's
had to delete
crazy.
it. So
That's a terabyte.
I know, right? So I deleted all my videos. And now it's like I can't I was going to go Laura had a suggestion that I take all my little bloopers, so to speak, that I leave in there and put them all together. And I was like, "Oh, that would be great to do." But then I didn't do it in the time that I needed to do it. So I lost all that footage, but so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay, so here's a couple things I do because storage is my number one problem. Because I think you got kicked out when I was talking about this. Like the phone that I am filming on, it's an iPhone 12.
Uh,
It's only a 64 gig, and when I updated it to like one, I'm not even like current. I think I'm like 3 updates behind because the last one that I updated took like nearly every bit of gig that I have. It's like 50 something gigs. So now, I mean, like I just downloaded YouTube on that phone because I have this little iPhone 8. This is
uh-huh.
where I put like Instagram is on here. So when you were sending me the Instagram link, I am like copying and pasting it, sending it to this phone.
I get it. I get it.
So it was taking me a minute, but like this is like my social media phone that
Uh-huh.
like I do things, and this is like my make phone calls phone. But the camera on this sucks, and the microphone doesn't work, so like I have to record on that. But since I don't have room on that, I have this little device that plugs into my iPhone, and it's a USB, and then I can stick it in my computer, and I take all like the footage off of it, and then I put it in files, and then I edit it, and then I have this Passport, which is an external like USB like hard
Uh-huh.
drive, and so like I keep everything in here like in files to try to keep track of it all. But that's what I have to do for my storage. But also, if you don't have stuff like this, like if you can take your phone and connect it. Do you have a computer or you just have your tablet?
I just have my laptop and my tablet and my phones. I
Okay,
can
so you
airdrop it to my computer.
yeah. And also, you can have like Gmail accounts. If you have multiple Gmail accounts in your Google Photos, you can upload stuff and have them in like the Drive and like
Uh-huh.
Google Photos. And so that's like a place that you can kind of keep your stuff. And then I don't really know much about the iCloud. Apparently, stuff backs up to the iCloud, but I don't know how to access it. I probably have
Yeah,
a
me either.
but I do know like Google Photos and stuff. So you could
Mhm.
back up stuff to that, probably from like your phone. Or even like if you put it on your tablet, you could like make multiple different Gmails. And then like
Yeah.
once it's full, move on to the next Gmail and then just kind of back it up on there. But I mean, it sucks that you already deleted a bunch of it, but that might
Yeah,
moving
well, I've been
forward.
doing this since 2021, so and I've
Yeah.
got over 1,000 videos, so
I was like,
I've deleted a lot. But I agree with her. I think the bloopers would be awesome if I could, get them all on one thing. And then I thought, well, I could screen record the bloopers on that and then save it to my phone and then make a video like that, but it's having time to do that.
yeah.
That's a lot of work because I have to go through all those videos to do that recording.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else to do. I'm, that's why I created my own play button, hoping I'd go viral.
It
It did.
might. It still
It didn't
could.
happen. I don't think it will. Let's see. I'll play with this phone. I won't mess with that phone. Let's see what it tells me. How many views I've gotten on the short. I've gotten, wow, 563 views. I'm doing great.
That's not look, I don't get a whole lot of views. But I okay, so I've been playing around with thumbnails. Like, do you make yours in Canva?
I don't know how.
Oh, it's actually not that bad. The more you get used to it, but like Canva, find is probably like the easiest so far. And it has a lot of options. Like you can upload your pictures. And what I do is like in my editing, like when you're editing it, when you make it full screen, you can take screenshots of it.
Mhm.
And because I find that ones with like action shots seem to do better for me than when I'm posing. But if you want to do that, like when I'm filming, like if I'm doing a grocery haul, I will have the camera going, and then I'll just kind of sit there like a mannequin and like hold a pose for a little bit, enough to where I can go in and screen record and know that this will be a picture. And I'll do
Gotcha.
like a few different poses so I have a few options in case they look weird. And then once you screenshot them, you can go upload them to Canva, and then it has options where you can edit with the coloring. They have there's a paid version, but there's also a free version. And I use the free version. And they have like a bunch of different text fonts that you can use. And I've
Mhm.
been trying to use the same font on all of them. And like I've been kind of playing around with like color combinations, but I've been kind of sticking with yellow and purple. But you and they also have like pictures and stuff that you can add to it, but it's pretty simple, and then you just download it, and then you have it. You can save
Right.
it on your phone or whatever. And then I saw, and I just did it with one of my videos, is that they give you the option to do a test, and you can upload up to 3 thumbnails,
I've
and
seen that.
it'll run it for 2 weeks, and then after the 2 weeks, which I haven't got there yet, it'll let you know which one performed the best out of the three. So
Hmm.
pretty interested to see how
Ke-
that goes.
Keith, whose channel are you wanting? Nicole. Her channel is no. Tell them what your channel is. I
Uh,
can't say your last name.
it's Miss Nicole Coquette. It's not my real last name. That's my stage name.
um, I will put her link in in this little chat right here. And I'm not touching this phone because I kicked us out last time. Whoops. Stage name. Yeah, we have some wonderful things going on. There we go. It worked. Oh, you know mine. Kyle Cubes. What's
What is that?
Kyle Cubes?
Maybe that was
Did
a typo.
oh did you see my where'd it go?
The Rubik's Art
The
Guy.
Rubik's guy. Got you. Okay. Keith, you see what I got? Big red-headed guy with glasses. Yes, I know exactly who he is. He was the one that went viral. They were VRA was talking about him. Yeah. It was an older video, but it finally went viral. I was so happy for him.
See, older videos can go viral.
Yeah.
I
I
see that. I see that on the YouTube homepage sometimes. It'll be like a random video from like 10 years ago. And then the comments are all like, did the algorithm just show you this video too? And it's like, yeah, what happened? It's so weird.
I know I rolled down a hill in West Virginia and still didn't get that many views.
Oh,
I tell you, I was like, I can, because me and the kids, when we lived in Colorado, that's what we would do. We would go to the big hills, and we would roll down the grass. We would roll down the hills on. It was so much fun. But getting older and doing that, not so much fun.
Yeah, everything hurts more.
Yeah, I think I had bruises all over my shoulders and back here from where the rocks were hitting me as I was going down.
Yeah. Okay, did you upload that as a full video or like a short?
Just a short.
I will say because I feel like that kind would do better as a short.
It did not.
Upload it to TikTok.
I don't even have it anymore. I deleted it.
Oh, okay, but you might be able to download it if it's on your YouTube channel in the shorts. You should be able to go in there and download it and save it.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I would upload that to TikTok because that would probably do
I
good over
I
there.
don't do a lot of posting on TikTok. I do more inspirational videos. I get ideas from over there.
Yeah.
So
It might be a good funnel, you know?
I should give it a try. I'm doing YouTube for almost 4 years and not really getting any benefits. So we shall see.
Well, I did have one person come to a random YouTube video and said, "Hey, here from TikTok. I just started posting a few cooking videos." And well, the same shorts that I put over
Uh huh.
here, I put them on Instagram and TikTok as well. And
See, I
then
don't do that. I need to do that.
yeah, well, it's all a funnel. You know, you make sure your YouTube link is always there,
Yeah.
and you want them to come to YouTube. I mean, I guess really following you anywhere would be helpful, you know. But like,
Right.
if YouTube's the goal, you want to try to lead them there. But TikTok, I mean, I feel like TikTok can, if I don't know, if the algorithm gods are like shining down on you, and it's a different algorithm, you know, they're all different. If a certain video you post goes viral, and then if people start following you, I mean, there is a creator fund on TikTok. I don't think it's super great. um like, I think you have to have 10,000 followers, and like, I think you only get paid for videos that people watch on the FYP. I don't think it counts if they go
Um.
to your page and watch them, which is a little crappy, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But that's what I've heard. But I think, and then also if you get the 5,000 viewers and you can do the links, I think a
Mhm.
lot of people make bank doing that. So like, it's all a way to make money. But I think if you can just lead them to your YouTube,
Right.
and TikTok just has such a different atmosphere. Like YouTube, I feel like people go to YouTube mainly for long form content, and I think it's usually, I mean, it is for entertainment. I feel like, I mean, it depends on the person. Some people might want to go watch a documentary. Someone might want to go watch how do I cook something, you know, like how to stuff. But then I feel like that vibe on TikTok is, I mean, it depends also what your For You page is, but like mine is just a lot of like goofy stuff. Like, I feel like you're goofy, and I feel like if you're just your goofy self on TikTok, people would be like, "Oh my god, I love this lady! Like, she's real
Yeah.
and she's funny." And I think that you probably would fare like pretty, like, you're really good over there amongst people liking your personality. I think people
Gotcha.
care more about personalities over there. People are just more real over there too.
Yeah. That's why I'm hoping with my little sitcom I'm going to come up with for the month of March. We're going to see how that goes.
Are you trying like different themes every month?
Yeah,
Just
like I posted every day or like had a video posting every day for the month of February. I even reposted some of my older videos. Good night, Laura. Sweet dreams. Tell Shannon I said hey and I love her.
bye.
But so it didn't work too good.
Well, I mean, people do that at Christmas time for the Vlogmas, you know.
Mhm.
I think they do that to milk the AdSense because that's when AdSense pays the most
Yes.
is Christmas time. I don't know how much benefit it has to, let me turn this off, to your actual channel growth. I don't know, but it's worth a shot. Anything, you know, you never know
Exactly.
until you try.
I'm going to keep trying. All right. Well, it's past 7 o'clock. I need to get ready. 4:45 is going to come early in the morning.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yes. And who knows when I get to leave tomorrow? We just got up to 10 people too, by George. Where y'all been all of our lives? We were. We've only had like 3 live channels going on
That's
tonight.
that's all.
I mean, no biggie, no biggie whatsoever. But Nicole, I greatly appreciate you doing this with me, and hopefully, I can get it to where Janine has this restream. So it'd be awesome if me, you, and Vicky, or whoever wants to come on live. We can even Grandma, if you want to come on live, we can get you there too,
That would
and
be
we can,
fun.
yeah, we can all go live together. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I will see y'all next Sunday. Y'all have a great week. I hope it's wonderful and a blessing to you. And bye, everybody. Bye, Nicole. Thanks.
Bye. Bye, guys.